Right, and a big story this evening on Reporter's Diary is retail inflation that has accelerated to the highest level in 5 months. In November, the consumer price index stands at 5.4%, and that's thanks to food prices, quickening more than expected. Latha Venkatesh now joining us with her analysis of the CPI number. Now, the 5.4% is pretty much in line, but food prices, would you say there's still a big concern?
Well, food prices are a concern, but the inflation number is not as ugly as a statement like highest in 4 months makes it out to be. The food inflation and general inflation were always expected to be higher because November of 2014 was a very low inflation month. We recorded a 3.3% inflation, which is some kind of a historic low, and therefore from that point it was always expected that we would do a 5.4% inflation. The CNBC TV18 poll was 5.38. In comparison, 5.41, 3 basis points higher, can be considered largely in line with expectations. Yes, the food inflation at 6.07 is higher than the 5.25 that was recorded in the month of October. But within that, it's largely a pulses-driven inflation, 46% higher in pulses year on year. Vegetable inflation, which looked higher in the wholesale number, which came late earlier today, is not as bad if you looked at it in the consumer inflation index. As well, there is a bit of an inflation in meat and fish, also noticed in wholesale. Again, this could be a seasonal thing and we could see things improving. Overall, the positive from the inflation number is that services inflation has not gone up much. About 25% of the CPI basket comprises education, health, personal care and household services. Most of these services have actually become a little, have fallen a bit month on month, especially personal care, which includes a lot of FMCG products as well, tailoring services and other kinds of rudimentary services. That category has actually fallen month on month, and even year on year is not a very big bother. It's just up about 4.3%. As well, health is up just 5.3. Last month, that one was up 5.34%. Education is a little more expensive than it was in the previous month. But all told, the services inflation has not really picked up. Therefore, it appears that the food inflation is still only a pulses-driven inflation. It has not become a generalized food inflation, nor has it become a generalized inflation. Therefore, I think the market will take this number positively. The wholesale inflation number led people to expect probably a 5.6% CPI number. Since that has not happened, you could actually see a relief rally in the bond markets tomorrow.